What's up, everybody? It's Lummy. Solo. Grant just got back, I think, from Japan. He's running, I think he's a couple minutes late, so didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Solo show for probably about 5 minutes. I mean, listen, Grant's a real pro here. We got to break down a lot of stuff going on. College football, coaches being fired left and right, except the Bucs just want to keep our ass bucket coach. Who knows? Maybe they'll bring in Mike McDaniel for offense coordinator. That's what I'm thinking. I know a lot of people are down on him for his being a head coach, but he does have a smart offensive mind. Also, college playoffs, Miami. No one, I don't think, was expecting to see Miami in the semifinals, battling Ole Miss, who once again, I don't think really anyone was ready to see a 10-6 matchup in the semifinals, so that's going on tonight. Miami's -3. You got the over and under at 52.5. I think it is going to be a 52.5. I mean, I don't know. Miami is a really good. They have one hell of a defense. I mean, they just have good athletes. They have good players. It's been proven. Ole Miss, though, is good, too. So, I mean, I'm excited to see that. And then you got Friday, Oregon, Indiana. I already know the way Grant's going to pick that one. I am curious to see what he's going to think about Miami, Ole Miss, because I believe before he left, he did not have either team making it to the semifinals. I think he had all favorites. And Indiana is definitely going to pick. I think that's going to be a really good game. Indiana, Oregon. The semifinals is going to be really good. Then you got the college. Then you got, besides college playoffs, you got the NFL playoffs, the wild card coming up. Where's all these different coaches going? What does he think is going on? Are they going to go heavy offense? I was a little excited when Harbaugh got fired, and my excitement level was like, oh, even though they did not fire our boy, Todd Bowles, I was like, all right, maybe they're just waiting. He said, I feel like that's what Miami did. Grant's here. Oh, you need water? Yeah. Well, do you care warm? You got there like a shit ton of them right out there in the kitchen. See them? I just didn't throw any in the fridge yet. Got to do that before I bomb the whole area. Thank God Grant's here. Get the pro in. I mean, the transfer portal is wild. USF is absolutely smoking it. I believe they are like top 15, or they're in that top 20. Let's just say top 20. Heartline's absolutely crushing it. Just let me know when you're ready down there, big guy. Obviously what was expected. Byron Brown went over to Auburn. I did talk to my boy Warsaw. He's doing good. I was kind of happy that he reached out. Felt like I still have that little bit of connection there, even though it's Auburn. And hopefully we can definitely make that connection at USF and get things going with the new administration, I guess you could call it. Grant, you ready?
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Welcome.
Yeah, I am.
Welcome back from Japan.
Yeah. The land of the rising sun, man. It is.
Did you land today?
I landed last night, so I mean, my internal clock is pretty messed up, but I'm glad to be here.
Well, a lot of crazy things have been happening, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got the news in Japan. All the different coaches firing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously, Mike McDaniel let go earlier today.
Yep. Newest one.
Do you think that was a move to get Harbaugh?
Could have been. But we'll see. I mean, it was just time with McDaniel anyway. They need a new coach, new quarterback. So
you think he lost the locker room? You think he's not a head coach? You think he's more of an offensive coordinator? I wouldn't mind him coming here to Tampa.
Agree. And I was just talking with my buddies about that earlier today. I think that would be a good OC hire. But it just wasn't. He doesn't seem like he's the type of leader that you need to be in the NFL head coach.
Do you think he seems? And obviously this is just me watching his press conferences and not really knowing him, obviously. But he seems like that guy that would be just like a fun coach to have as an assistant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just don't think. I think you need a little bit more. He doesn't seem like a leader of men. And I know that's a very common phrase used among coaches, but you're the CEO of a $1 billion team. Like a $5 billion team if you're an NFL head coach, and he's a very smart guy. I just don't think I don't see the leadership from him. I could be wrong, but I mean 35-35 is an okay, it's average. You might get another head job with that type of record, but probably not this year. If he goes somewhere and lights it up as an OC, he can be right back in the hiring cycle.
I have a feeling it's almost going to be like a Raheem Morris, where he's going to have to do that coordinator cycle again for a little bit of time to prove that he's maybe more mature, even though Raheem then got fired again back in Atlanta.
But he got that second shot.
Exactly.
Second shot after the first time didn't go well.
Exactly, and he blew it. He might be listen, I don't see it being a problem. Just he may be just a better coordinator than he is a head coach.
Yeah, with the talent they had in Atlanta, which they do have a good roster, to just go 8-9 back-to-back years. But it was the Cousins-Penix thing, just never made sense.
No.
I mean, you had $40 million sitting on the bench. You sign a guy to $120 guaranteed or whatever it was, 3 years basically guaranteed, and then you draft a quarterback 8th overall. Does not make sense at all.
I could almost see possibly at that point in time they were trying to do what Green Bay, like they were almost trying to do the copycat of Green Bay. You have a veteran quarterback, and Kirk Cousins seems like a quarterback that would
be okay with something like that.
Exactly.
The team guy, but they didn't sign him to that deal with that in mind. They would have told him he was. If you watched the Hard Knocks last year, he did not know they were going to draft a quarterback. He wouldn't have signed there. Remember during the season, he said he would have signed elsewhere. I
think Tampa. That was before we. I think that's before we jumped on Baker, and I think he was still out there. So
this is his second year.
Yeah, this is Baker's
third.
Is it?
Baker just finished his third. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen.
But anyway, I mean, the Bucs did clean house today. I did not think Bowles was going to make it.
Did not. Nope.
But they're sticking with Bowles, and they're making a lot of changes. Right. How long had you been on before I got on? Just a couple minutes?
A couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of going over, obviously, the coaching firings real quick. Obviously, excited about the Miami Ole Miss, the semifinals that I don't think anyone really predicted unless you're just a diehard Miami fan, diehard Ole Miss fan. You did not expect to see. I mean, I do remember saying that Miami had too much talent to lose in that first round game, but they probably wouldn't have made it through
Ohio State.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously, now we're looking at Miami Ole Miss. We got Oregon, Indiana, but tonight, Miami Ole Miss. Big surprise. Curious to see Carson Beck. Miami just has played lights out. It's like they flipped that switch perfect. What do you think is gonna happen here? Like, what did you see different now with Miami? Have you seen anything different?
Well, they hit that midseason lull. They lost a game on a Friday night to Louisville, who is a good team, and Louisville played great that game. And Miami got away from the run game. The same thing, they go down to SMU. I think it was a noon game, kind of a sleepy atmosphere, and lose to SMU. They lost the 2 games they should not have lost. But before that, we were on here for weeks talking about how they are a national title contender.
Yes.
And then they played great to finish the season. And that Texas A&M game, I mean, you saw them dominate defensively.
Oh, yeah.
An Ohio State team with as good a roster as anybody, the Miami D-line dominated the game. And Mark Fletcher, they've been leaning on him. He's a 230-pound running back. He's good out of the backfield. Carson Beck's played mistake-free football largely for the first couple games for these first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And they're built from the trenches. O-line, D-line. They held Ohio. They ran through Ohio State in terms of their defensive line, made Ohio State's O-line look average. And Julian saying, first time all year, he really got pressured in the pocket frequently, and that's the recipe tonight. That's the recipe tonight. Can they do that to a really good Ole Miss offense? Can they shut down Lacey can they rush? Can they get Chambliss? Get to him? I
think they can. I really think they can. I think Miami. I think this is going to help, one, it kind of makes the committee look stupid. They were battling back and forth between, them and Notre Dame. Just think if Miami wasn't going to get in. I really feel like Miami's going to get into the national championship. I think it's going to be Miami, Indiana, which I think is going to be a really good to see. I think it's pretty surprising. I found out, and I think it's kind of crazy that Lane Kiffin is still getting paid.
He's getting his bonuses.
For just sitting at home and doing nothing.
Good for him.
I was trying to pull up that. Did you see that video from your buddy Stein?
No.
Taunting Ohio State?
No. At Cowboy Stadium?
Yeah, I was trying to pull it up real quick, and that's why.
Not surprised, my boy Stein.
I don't think a lot of the people in chat know. Grant Gregory
was his roommate for about 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, his freshman year. At you built that your first year at USF, his first year at USF.
It was my first spring. Well, Stein only made it 1 year, less than 1 year.
Exactly. Yeah, he left and then I think it was to LSU.
He went to LSU just to be a student, but he walked onto the team.
Yeah, is this it? No. All right. Yeah, it was like an 18-minute thing. He was pretty much like, "What are you guys gonna do?"
Not surprised. That's what he does, man. He's an agitator. That's what he does.
Yeah. Here it is. He went over when they were loading on the team bus.
Oh, nice. Oh. And
a lot of people don't know that he played. This is gonna have feedback on everything. I wasn't ready for this. Yeah, he was going and saying about.
That looks like that's for a practice.
Yeah, well, he has a couple. He clipped it all together.
Okay, nice.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this real quick too, so we can. Oh, damn it! I don't want any back feedback.
I'm gonna guess that those pictures there, those videos are probably during practice for that game, because there's a playoff quarterfinal.
Are y'all gonna lose like y'all did to Indiana?
How special is
y'all
it
got a lot more Cubans than Mendoza. Y'all got a lot more Cubans to worry about than one Mendoza this time.
It means
Y'all
everything
gonna
to me,
lose again, just like y'all lost
first team with 12 wins. I think
I can't even win their own
I think we'll be a part of history.
for Ole Miss. You know, Ole Miss right there, everything for me. Been a Mississippi kid.
Hold on, there's
so
I mean,
double audio playing right now. What is that?
To all the athletes in
what the hell?
What are you doing, Lummy?
Oh well, listen, I was trying to pull it up real quick. See how many windows we got up here?
Oh, every time I get on this computer, there's 30 things open.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how things are. This one here. But yeah, that's.
There you go. Pause that one.
Mute.
There we go. But anyway, one of the things I did want to say. That's great. I mean, anything with Stein, but. After the first round of the playoffs, you had a couple of those blowouts. Everyone's trying to get the G5s out of it. Can we go back to remembering it was not either JMU or Tulane's fault. It was the ACC's fault for having the stupid tie break. It should have been Miami in the ACC championship, and they would have beat Virginia, and then Miami would have been in and Notre Dame. So remember that?
Yes.
Just the stupid tiebreaker by the ACC is the reason that 2 G5s were in there. It was not the G5's fault, and both of those G5s, I'll argue, were more competitive than Alabama was against Indiana.
That was I kind of was hoping that Alabama was going to put up a little bit better of a fight.
I only watched the highlights of those games. I didn't get it was all the VPN shit. Like I was only able to get YouTube after the games to watch the highlights. So I'm just following on ESPN.com. But what a bloodbath. But we'll get to that in a little bit. More about Ole Miss and Miami now.
Now, so I mean, Ole Miss. Also, Ole Miss and Georgia looked like it was done. Were you able to watch that, or were you following that one too?
Same thing. Just following. It was a reverse of the previous game where Ole Miss was up by a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and Georgia scored about the last 14 points. In this one, Ole Miss was down by 10 in the fourth quarter and came back and won the game. And I will say, Ole Miss has the advantage at kicker. Their kicker is phenomenal. I mean, those look like. Prime Justin Tucker with the height and it's incredible. He hit the first 2 drives of that game, 56 and 57, in addition to a 46 or 47 yarder that, 2/3, 3/4 the way up the kicking net. So all these 2 games, the game tonight and tomorrow, are obviously indoors, and kicking is a massive advantage for Ole Miss over anybody right now.
So when you're looking at this their offense, right? Yeah. So let's say who has the quarterback
advantage?
Yep.
Chambliss, just being a dual threat.
Okay.
Beck's playing well. He's playing well. But
he's got that confidence, like, you kind of were always expecting from him coming from Georgia.
I just love the dual threat, that extra element. And Beck will pull it down and run a little bit, and he showed some toughness in the last game. And he's not going to run the ball very often, but he had 7 carries for 23 yards. I think he picked up 2 huge first downs. That was about his highest total of the year rushing. But, that's playing good football against the best defense in the country, Ohio State. Plays efficient football, wins the game. They're using the running back out of the backfield a lot. Mark Fletcher had that one. He had 170 against A&M, and then he goes and plays the way he did against Ohio State. 19 carries, 90 yards.
When it comes down to it, the first 2 games with Miami, their defense absolutely turned into monsters.
Yeah.
They played out of their, out of what they pretty much have been doing. They showed up.
And also, look at the penalties. Clean.
Yep.
Clean game. And their fumble was on a 4th and 1, right?
Yes.
So, it was not different, a little bit different. He got stopped, and I think he was reaching the ball. But so they played turnover-free and mistake-free football. Give Cristobal credit. I'm always hard on him, but he's made – still, from a game management perspective, he's made all those mistakes in the past, but he's built a squad from the trenches, and he's got multiple tailbacks. Did you see Pringle get the ball a few times?
Yeah.
He had a different speed to him.
I was going to say, where did he come from?
He's a Tampa kid, and I'm 99% sure he's Byron Pringle's relation, the old K-State / Redskin. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
And Chicago Bear. That was a Robinson High School kid. I don't know where Pringle for Miami went, but when he got the game, he has a different level of speed and acceleration from their other backs. Fletcher being about 220, 235, and then Shamar Brown being about 210. So I look for him to get the ball a little bit more, because Ole Miss is an offense first team. If Ole Miss wins this game, it's going to be in the 30s. If Miami wants to keep this game 24-21, 27-24.
So, I mean, would you say that Miami has the edge on the running backs compared to Ole Miss?
No, Kejuan Lacey is the best running back in this game.
So even though
Kejuan Lacey is the best running back remaining.
But nowadays people do like that 2-3-headed monster.
Yes, but I mean, look at Lacey's carries. Lacey gets the ball a ton.
Yeah, what do you have? I had it pulled
Well, look
up.
at it for the year.
Yeah, that's
295.
Yeah,
in this day and age.
Yep, there it is.
In this day and age, 300 carries. He's like over 20 a game. That's pretty rare.
Was he 6 foot? 5'11". Okay.
5'11", 210. I made the comparison a few weeks back to McFadden, the way he moves, and also he wears that number 5. But he's long, He's a long. He looks like a receiver build, but he's got obviously the legs and the hips and the butt are where you carry a lot of weight. But if you look at just his arms, he looks very, very lean. He's only a true sophomore. He's got to come back. He already re-signed for next year. There was all the speculation that he was going to go to LSU, but he's already re-signed. And I think the running back market, he reset it. I think he's getting, I heard, a 1.2.
I was seeing that people were saying when you transfer, obviously in the portal, they were saying like what the big time is. Like quarterback, I think was like $4 to $6 million.
Yeah.
Running backs were like 2 to 3.
No, running backs. Most people won't pay a running back more than 1.
So you're going like 1 to maybe 2.
2 years ago, Quinshon Judkins from Ole Miss to Ohio State was $600. Last year, I don't think anybody was over $1 million as a running back. I think there were a couple at 8. This year, that's a big discrepancy. It's no different than the NFL. It's a big. I've read articles that GMs from colleges are saying if you're paying a running back $1 million, then you're got the wrong GM. And I'm like, well, I think Kejuan Lacey was worth $1 million this year, but I think most aren't. But
I think some running backs. I mean, if you really want to talk about the NFL or even college, I mean, you got some.
Was Saquon Barkley last year he's worth whatever they.
Jonathan Taylor,
exactly.
Derrick Henry, when he's moving it.
Yeah, but the market for running backs is very, very, very spread out. But for quarterbacks, you're looking at around 3. Did you see the Sorsby deal from Texas Tech?
Yes,
it's 5. So,
and, like you said, man, they got deep pockets.
They do what they want. It's literally Cody Campbell's out there playing Madden with Monopoly money. I love it.
So wide receivers between the two, who's got the advantage here? Miami, Ole Miss. Ole Miss?
I think Miami has. Yeah, Ole Miss has the edge at wide receiver. Quarterback's close. Quarterback's very, very, very close. I'd say quarterback Ole Miss has a slight advantage. Running back Ole Miss has an advantage, but Miami has more depth. Receiver, Ole Miss. Defense, 100% Miami. Special teams, Ole Miss.
What about the dogs up front?
Miami, both sides.
Miami.
Both sides.
Both got offense and defensive line?
Yeah, Miami's got 2, obviously Bain and Messidor, and then their offensive line, they've got draft picks on the O-line too. But it's not like but Ole Miss's whole offense is stacked. And the guy that's been getting more and more touches, DeJon Stribling. For Ole Miss. He's the one. I don't remember if you were watching the original. He played at Washington State for 2 years. Had, I want to say, I'll look it up, but he had, I believe, around 1,200 yards in 2 years. Then he goes to Oklahoma State, and I saw him 2 years in a row. So he had over 1,000 yards for 2 different teams over a 4-year stretch, and now comes to Ole Miss, and he's come on later in the season, been getting a lot more burn, and he's a difference maker. In the first Georgia game, he was the one that took a hitch 75 yards, just turned on the jets and just blew past everybody. He's about 6'2", 205, so he's a big body. He's a legit player. He's going to be moving up the draft boards. I think he could probably be a second-round pick.
Yeah, there he is right there, 6'2", 200 from Hawaii.
Yeah, so he was out there on the West Coast, but he's been a really good player at 3 different places now.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so it looks like 471, 602, 198, 882, and 734 for Ole Miss. That's good. I'm really excited. This is one of those games that I'm gonna be just glued to the TV.
Yeah.
So on this one, what do you think's gonna happen right now? The point spread, I believe, is
2.5, right? 3. It's moving. Everybody is all in Miami right now, and I like Ole Miss.
And the over and under, which if you talk about it, it technically could be a defensive game. It's 52.5. And I think
Miami wants the game in the 20s. Ole Miss wants it in the 30s.
Where do you think it's going to go?
I'm gonna take Ole Miss 31-24.
All right, so you got the over.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I just like Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss. They got multiple tight ends. They've got a really, really well-balanced offense, and I love it. And also, I mean, there's a big chip on their shoulder, which there is on Miami's as well. After it is safe to say everyone said it for 25 years wrongly, but the U is back. I mean, this team is good, and the second this season's over, they're probably in the portal right now figuring out their quarterback for next year. But they're a really good team. They're built from the trenches. Cristobal knows how to build a team.
Listen, Michael Irvin's been, like you said, he's been saying that for 25 years, and he's finally right.
Every Miami fan has been.
All the Miami, yeah, exactly. And listen, I've always bought into it until this year. I thought it was going to be. I
was all in early in the year. You remember me saying they're as good as anybody, and then I was, holy shit, they lose to Louisville. Okay, no big deal. Got one loss, and they lose to SMU in a game that they should never have lost. But they bounce back, and they're good.
It's all right. You know what? Sorry, I got a text message.
Same here.
It's all right. Next game, which I know you're excited about. I already pretty much predicted who I think you're going to.
Indiana, Oregon?
Yeah.
I mean,
come on. Well, I know you're going to pick Indiana.
Absolutely. They got the best coach in the country, and he's probably the most entertaining at this point.
I know. He looks like just one hell of a coach to play for.
All right. So, I mean, I told you my brother interviewed with him.
Yep.
And the number one thing that everybody from the D2, from that school, IUP, and from everybody who has ever coached with him, or where did
he interview with him at? Was it JMU?
No, IUP. IUP, which he went from Alabama to IUP, which IUP was where his dad. The IUP is Frank Signetti Field, is where they play. So his dad was a longtime head coach there, and my brother interviewed with him. But everybody said he had a delusional self-confidence, and it wasn't so delusional now, was it?
No.
Like, that's what everyone, like...
Well, I mean, last year you could... Listen, he had some great sound clips, like you've talked about, but now, you know, he likes Indiana. Those sound clips, we'd play them, and then, you know, they kind of just... They did get...
They got an easy schedule last year, but they played, like, he brought in everybody's trying it. North Texas goes to Oklahoma State. Golesher's going to Auburn, obviously taking all the guys. UCLA, Bob Chesney going to from JMU to UCLA. Signetti was the first one, I believe, to really take a core, like 15 or 20 players, and just say, hey, I know this is a step up, but these guys know how we operate. These guys know our strength program. These guys know how we practice, and these guys are going to be the centerpieces of our locker room. And that's how that's the other. It's a copycat world.
You got to kind of remember, what year was that? Because you got to think Dion did it too.
Dion took his best players from Jackson State, but that's a big step up.
But I'm saying
he did.
He stepped up to, he brought him up to Colorado. He brought his guys. He brought his guys over. You know, obviously now it's a real struggle bus for him.
I don't think he brought more than
probably not
6 or 8, but he did.
Yeah, but he kind of almost like, because I remember when it happened, it was like, okay, now when the coaches are gonna, that was when the portal all started opening. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, the coach, his even guys that are coming over to Indiana for next year.
Oh, now they're rolling. They are absolutely rolling. But going back to what I was saying, everybody. My brother said that everybody said that his number one thing was a delusional self-confidence, which they can cross that delusional off because it wasn't delusion. Yeah. And it was talent evaluation. Like he hit more than anybody at every level he's been at in terms of talent evaluation, and so talent evaluation goes with development, and he's been phenomenal at that. And Indiana has, again, he hit it off with Cuban in their first meeting. Cuban wrote him another check. Did you see that the other day?
Yep.
And he won't disclose how much, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And I know they're also trying to fund a stadium renovation again. I mean, the program is rolling, absolutely rolling. But again, it's really tough to beat a great team twice. And they went on the road and beat Oregon, and beat them. I mean, they did get Mendoza to throw a pick in that game, a costly pick, and then Mendoza went right back down the field and won the game. But this Oregon team is loaded too. I really want to see Indiana win this national title, though. This is what they've done.
That would be good for college football. Put it that way, too.
I think it would. But here's something, Lummy. All right. I asked my dad this in Japan. I said, if I'd have told you, Cignetti got hired basically 2 years ago now, right?
Yeah.
So 24 months ago, if I'd have said, hey, Indiana's going to win a national title in 2 years, or a group of 6 teams going to win a national title in 2 years, any of them, you get the whole field of G6 teams, or Indiana, who are you taking?
G6.
Yeah, everyone would have. Everyone would have. Nobody would have believed it. And here they are, Indiana, number 1, beating Alabama 38-3 in the Rose Bowl. It's an unreal story. And last year's 11-2 season was just shocking coming from where they came from. But now, like, thought it was a fluke. This is not a fluke. And they've got it. They already went out and got, 8 to 10 guys to replace their NFL players that are leaving this year.
Oh, they're perfectly set up for next year. They're
set up for long-term success. It's outstanding.
You're saying about, it reminds me of the Alabama coach. What's his name?
Which one?
The one they have now.
Currently? DeBoer?
Yeah, DeBoer. Thanks. It's Darryl and I had this. We played football with this kid in high school, and he went to USF, South Dakota, where
he went to USF or South Dakota?
No, USF in South Dakota.
Oh, Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Sioux Falls, University of Sioux Falls, and he played for.
Okay.
And he won, I think, 2 or 3 national championships.
The guy
there.
won everywhere.
Yeah. So I remember him telling me that the coach at the time, DeBoer, was going to be one of the best coaches in Division I. And Darryl and I both said, you are absolutely crazy. You cannot have a guy that's coaching NAIA football, as a head coach. And that guy was right. He said that DeBoer had that kind of, I'm going to make it. And this was 2007, 2008. Is that and he still, at the time when he was at USF, said, you guys believe in me here because you're going to see in 10, 15, 20 years, I'm going to be coaching in Division I.
Yeah, and he took the long road. I think he was OC. His first job was OC at Southern Illinois. Then he went from Southern Illinois to Fresno State OC, Fresno State OC to Indiana OC, and everywhere he went, the offenses were just better and better. From Indiana OC, he gets back to Fresno State head coach, and then from Fresno head coach, Washington head coach, Alabama head coach. So, and it might not work for DeBoer at Alabama after next year. He'll be on the hot seat, but regardless, if Alabama goes 8-4 next year and he gets fired, he'll be a head coach somewhere else and he'll win somewhere else, because you never want to be the guy that replaces the legend, and this has just been a tough spot for him. But he is, regardless of whatever happens at Alabama, the guy is a really good coach. It's a really tough spot to follow up Saban.
I don't want to jump around too much, so we do have a question in chat, but want to fit. Well, we'll just ask it quickly.
Yeah, what's the question?
How's the USF coach going to do at Auburn, in your opinion, now that he's getting all his players, different places like that?
So he's bringing in the culture. He's bringing in the best players. He's going to do well. Auburn is not short on finances. They're going to have what he needs to win. And I do believe this first year, I'm going to say their first year, they're going to go 7-5. But right. I do think he will build a program where within 3 years, Auburn is at that 9-ish wins.
You don't think he's going to turn it's Byron Brown?
I haven't looked at their non-conference schedule.
Because I know that
but the SEC's playing 9 conference games next year.
Oof.
Which is good. They should.
Yeah.
But, I think he did it at USF with a way worse situation. Was competitive in year 1, got to a bowl game. I think Golesh is a really good coach. Again, very appreciative of what he built here. And I think he is going to win at Auburn. I thought Hugh Freeze was also.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought Hugh Freeze, if you would have told me that Auburn is going to be losing games 10-3 and 13-7, I'd be like, what? I could see they're losing games 37-34 with Hugh Freeze, but it just never worked out offensively. But Auburn traditionally, Auburn has defensive studs.
And I'm not saying this because I know the guy, and the guy's, he's a really cool guy, and he's super smart. But his NIL guy that went with them from here,
Warsaw, yeah. You said he finally got back to you and you talked to him a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference a little bit with Hugh Freeze and some of the coaches that weren't used to the NIL and that whole kind of thing. He's got a guy that is focused on that and knows kind of how to pay the players.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, or not really pay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm. That's the part of football that I am more interested in right now than the X's and O's. College is how teams are running it, like how similar to the NFL model in terms of, hey, what percent of our NIL, what percent of our cap are we putting towards quarterback room, running back room, whatever. So I mean, if Auburn didn't have the right type of guy doing that.
Because Warsaw was doing it a little bit when he was with
Mississippi
State.
Oh, he's Mississippi State.
Yeah, he was there because he was going after Justin Jefferson.
Okay,
and it was between Mississippi State and LSU.
That was before NIL though.
I know that, but they were working some different things back then.
NIL before NIL,
exactly.
Yeah.
So pretty much put it that way. Yeah, USF. I think he's gonna do really well. The thing is, you could tell he's a good coach because without him being here at USF, no matter what USF people think about him, we would not have landed Heartline. If it was 3 years before this, after Jeff Scott left the program 1-10 or whatever the fuck he did and ruined it, Heartline wouldn't have even picked up the phone to even entertain this. Realistically,
I'll disagree there.
Really?
I mean, like I said,
the program looks totally different than it did 3-4 years ago.
Oh, 100%. I don't think you're wrong. I just disagree with you. You could tell me if you gave me USF has full $20 million NIL budget.
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't think USF would have that budget if not for Golesh.
Correct.
If not for them winning some games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
if he wasn't there, I don't think that the president, I don't think the school, because they were going in a different direction when the team was 1-10.
Yeah,
it was not focused on USF or the stadium. It wasn't focused on football.
Yeah, they needed some success on the field to get that positive alignment going and get the stadium to ground to be broken and all that, because people don't realize it, and like people complain all the time about like the salaries for the coaches and all that, and like the schools will put in a athletic fee to raise money, and it's like, wait a second, do you guys not realize that when a football program is good at a university, how much it benefits the entire university and the town? Like everything revolves around sports. It revolves around sports, and like the famous movie The Program with James Caan.
Yep.
When was the last time 80,000 people came to watch a science experiment?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember. Listen, you can say whatever you want, and people always say like, "Oh, so you're there to learn. You're there to learn." I know that a lot of people go to different schools because of how their athletic programs are.
Yeah.
You want to go and experience a college
experience.
Exactly. I don't want to go to. Whatever you want to say, I don't want to go to UT. If I, into sports, you're not into anything.
I mean, I would argue now that these players who are making all this money, we've talked before, that these players should have a separate curriculum because they're now wealthy. Yeah. Like they should be learning how do you invest your NIL money for long-term future. They're a different. It's a completely different ball game now.
So you're saying they should almost be? Was it the NFL? The NFL put it in, right? They put in that
the rookie symposium.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just that's everything. That's everything. But I mean, these guys are professional players at the college level.
Yeah. I mean, they should be. I mean, realistically,
USF has $20 million. What I was saying when we got on that little tangent is you make me, who was the worst team in the country last year?
What, Akron? Right?
UMass.
That's right, UMass, yeah.
UMass. If all of a sudden you told me UMass, you're giving me $16 million, I'll take that job tomorrow.
Well, yeah, no shit.
And I don't know shit about football because I know who I'm competing against, and right now USF is getting $20 million in a for football. 18, probably 90% is going to football. $18 million in a conference where everyone else is struggling to get 5 to 8. Like USF needs to win the conference title right now.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
I know they've got good players in the portal. These guys are coming from the guys that are coming up were studs from lower schools, and the guys they got from P4s were players there. They were guys that were in the rotation. I've been excited with what I've seen.
Oh, I mean, listen, when you see when they're in the top 20, and I think they said the rest of the whole conference is not even like sniffing the top 50.
Yeah,
that makes you feel good.
That's the money.
And that's perfect. I mean, that's where it's set up. But let's go back to the Indiana-Oregon game.
Indiana-Oregon, all right.
So I want to kind of break down too. I mean, like I feel like I kind of know where it's going, but I mean, if you look at the quarterback battle,
battle's a push.
Really?
These guys are both. I mean,
obviously, you got to lean a little bit toward obviously.
A little bit.
Mendoza.
He won the Heisman, and he's undefeated this year. But all right, so let's where are we going? All right, so quarterback, edge Indiana, he's the Heisman winner. Running back, Oregon's got multiple guys. They just had one of them leave. How about that?
What the fuck is that? Yeah, I don't want to see these guys like that
that's the schedule. It is what it is. That sucks. But I'm a big fan of Hemby. Who's the backup? They've got Kalen Black, who's been coming on really well. So I got the edge at quarterback and running back to Indiana.
Got wide receivers.
Receivers is pretty close, but now that Cooper's healthy, I got Cooper. I got Surratt, Cooper, and the white kid. Tight end is a big edge to Oregon. Oregon's got Kenyon Sadiq. He's great.
Do you give the edge on the offensive line to Oregon?
Whew.
Or is it pretty even match?
It's pretty damn even. I go push there.
Push a defense?
Indiana,
and then defense. So, yeah, I mean, realistically right now, I mean, really, if you're looking at it, the edge is a little bit going Indiana.
Indiana's got the edge, and they showed it. They won on the road at Autzen. I mean, they've got the edge, but you got to do it again is even harder. It's even harder.
You got 48.5, and I think this current spread's 3.5. Indiana.
Yeah.
What's your prediction on this?
I'm gonna go 27-24 Indiana. I do think that the game goes over. I'm not. No. I'm not going over on this. I'm not going over, so I'm going to go 24-20.
24-20. So
yeah,
take the spread and go the under.
Mm-hmm.
Big E737 said Oregon has the speed, but Indiana just knows how to win. I mean, that is a big thing. I mean, Indiana is confident. I mean, but
they play great situational football too, which goes back to coaching. They play like you watch their defense, the way they played way better. Like,
have they got punched in the mouth this year? Anytime?
Iowa plays punch in the mouth football.
Did they? Yeah.
They were down against Iowa.
Yeah, okay.
Oregon,
that's right,
they got punched in the mouth. Ohio State. They've gotten,
Okay. Yeah, I know Ohio State. I'm just trying to think outside of it. Obviously, I wasn't sure if like a team that, maybe they weren't expecting just to sit there and punch them in the face and, kind of surprise them.
I mean, that was a pretty good stretch to go at Iowa, at Oregon back to back. That was impressive. The Iowa, Iowa's Iowa. They're going to play incredibly tough football, and
it's always going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah, and Iowa was up 13-10 early in the fourth, and Indiana scored the next 10, and then they gave Iowa a safety at the end.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited. This semifinal tournament, and it's once again, I feel like it's good. For all the other shit that people are saying about what's wrong.
Oh, this is outstanding. We got these 4 teams.
Because it's not the typical Alabama, Ohio. And, sorry if you're fans of those, but Alabama, Ohio State. The typical Georgia.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You got these teams that. Yeah, they got the NIL. Miami, Ole Miss, Indiana, Oregon. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm a little disappointed with some of the guys that are transferring while they're in the playoffs. I'm a little disappointed in Lane Kiffin and different things like that. That kind of.
Kiffin. He needs to shut up, but he knows what he's doing. He's not dumb. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's just getting attention.
Do you think he shows up for that game if they do make the national championship?
He might. He's that.
Gets a box.
Get some publicity. Yeah.
Tries to get on the field.
He might.
I mean, why not, right?
I mean, he can go recruit. Well, I don't know if it's a dead period or what, but Miami's got plenty of talent for him to go find, right?
Oh, that's true.
It's in Miami.
That again, that's true. Yeah, that's. Do you want to?
Anyway, the guy leaving Oregon is their fourth leading back. Jaden Lamar.
But still, I mean, then what? Just hit there. Just tell the. Like, come on, just it's your college experience.
It's crazy. Yeah, you're leaving a national title, a national semifinal game is crazy.
Yeah, to what? To make a little bit more money. I whatever. Fuck it. I mean, whatever. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about a little of the portal or you wanted to jump into the NFL.
I love the college stuff. I mean, I love the portal stuff. I really, really do. NFL. I mean, let's go NFL.
Because, I mean, we got a lot of the coaching things. A lot of people. I am curious to see, what. I mean, just the Todd bullshit. All these different things up and down. I mean, do you want to start with the Bucs? I don't know. It's very frustrating as a Bucs. Listen, I went to that last game. I sat in the rain, watched the Bucs.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched every game. I've been there. I'm not going to be a season ticket holder next year.
Oh, you're not?
No, it's too. They've outpriced the family.
Tampa, man. Tampa.
But the thing is that I'm not a guy that likes getting rid of coaches because it's like, oh, we got to get the next best thing, like the hardball, anything. All that's like, oh, well, 18 years we made the playoffs, but we missed it. It's like, look, what's next? Listen, I know that as a Bucs fan, it's like, yeah, okay, like what's next after this? It's like, oh, you're mad about 1 year. What's after that? And then you're going to be struggling for 4 or 5 years because you want that next shiny object.
Yeah.
You want that like quick little hit, but then fucking suck for the next 5 years. I was upset when they, what's his name, went to Jacksonville. And they couldn't keep him, and possibly.
But it's a head job. I get it. The way it happened was.
But I'm saying even like maybe at that point, getting rid of getting rid of him to keep him, replace him for the offense.
I don't think you could do that.
At that
point, they did.
They did with Lane, not Lane,
but Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk and that
was the whole Jameis situation and all that, and but the team was bad. Like you can't replace. Bulls had won 3 division titles in 3 years, right?
Yeah, but the team is just not playing. They're not playing for
Well, I
him.
will say this year as a Bucs fan, if you look at the old saying, you're never as good or as bad as you think, this Bucs team is what it is, man. I mean, what were they? What was the high water mark? Was it 6-1 or 6-2?
6-2.
They were 6-2 and had won
coming
about
off Seattle win, San Francisco win.
But let's just go right down the road for the Bucs games. First game of the season should have lost.
Yeah.
Second game of the season could have lost. I mean, winning. Falcons.
Baker saved it.
Baker saved it. Baker saved it. Great. But the Lions and the Rams were the two outliers where those games they got beat thoroughly.
But if you remember the Lions game when Evans went down, the offensive line was still pretty banged up. The defense did step up.
Defense played fine that game.
But anyway, the defense showed up that game.
But again, they had 2 games this year where they just got whooped. Every other game was close as it gets. So you had 15 games that were super close. When the Bucs were 6-2, they probably should have been 4-4. And then over these when they went 1-7, they probably should have been 4-4, right?
Yeah, you can go. I don't know. Hold on. Their back schedule after the Rams were against bad teams.
Oh, yeah.
Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins.
Saints were the best team in the division over the final 2 months. Which is sad,
that's unbelievable.
But look at those games: Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. Those games were all like 3-4, 1-3, 2-point spreads. Like those games they all came down the wire, and the Bucs were not a good team against.
Yeah, but what's that saying? Like a lot of times, when you lose that close game,
Well, what does it say when they were 6-2 and they had won 5 games like that?
Well, okay, true.
It is what it is. They just weren't good
it's
enough.
true.
They just weren't good enough.
But it did look like the team kind of gave up. It looked like but it also did. I'm watching the game.
They weren't playing like a team that controlled their own destiny should have been playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you watch them against the Rams look like an NFL team playing a college team.
That was horrible, yeah. That was horrible. But again, chalk that up to just, it sucks. You get your ass kicked. And they came back the next week and won. But just in general, the Bucs need a reboot, and the Glazers, they just signed Bowles to a contract extension before the year, right?
And Jason Licht's extended it.
And he deserved an extension, and probably Bowles did too for winning 3 games. But you got to assume they're paying him. They're probably paid Bowles an extra 4 years, $55 million. That's the going rate for a head coach who's won a few division titles, and they didn't want to fire him after 1 year. I mean, even though you're multi-billionaires, you don't want to just eat $45 million. And so you're going to fire some of these assistants and say, hey, we got to do this. And Bowles knows he's on the hot seat for next year now. But the defense, just they haven't gotten a pass rusher. Hassan Reddick was a bust. Diaby hasn't developed.
Well, let me ask you, what did you think about him saying about he had too many walkthroughs?
Bowles? I didn't hear it.
Diaby, whatever.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he came out and said the problem was because we did way too many walkthroughs.
Really?
Yeah, let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see. I spelled that wrong. Yimby. Of course.
You got to type in Yaya Diaby, not Yabi.
I thought maybe it would pick it up. Yeah, listen,
Maybe.
Sometimes this picks it up. Yeah,
There
yeah,
you
Diaby.
go.
I think Diaby thinks too many walkthroughs may have, which I can't click on that one. Says teams practice habits need to change.
Huh? Well, good for him for calling it out. But
Says
I think
teams
that probably, I was about to
intense.
say, lower intensity walk because they were injured. That makes sense. I mean, I get it. The Bucs had so many injuries this year. They didn't play well.
No, they didn't. But just you look at Jason Light. He hasn't drafted.
Their best pass rusher, Cansey, was out. From week 4 on or 3? Yeah.
I mean, you got to know that. I mean, you haven't drafted a Pro Bowler, since Worth 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't. He has not drafted a Pro Bowler since Tristan Wirth.
Wow.
He struck pretty gold, obviously early on, and he has not hit it since then.
Bucky didn't make the Pro Bowl last year?
No.
He should have. So he should have made the Pro Bowl his first year.
But yeah, I mean, look, I guess now, he's there. I don't think have they named the Pro Bowl yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he'll be on it. Maybe not this year. But Mika should be on there. So, I mean, it will hit it.
Ibuka with 938, that's not Pro Bowl. He's good, though. But he's a good player.
You got to think most of the guys will drop out. So that, I mean, the Pro Bowl is a joke now anyhow, but still.
Correct. Yeah, it's all pro is what matters. First and second team all pro.
Oh, look at that. They picked it up. Could McDaniel replace Josh Grissard?
Yeah.
I think that's a hell of a move. I mean, jump off the Bucs. Listen. So,
yeah, you want to go playoffs now?
Well, I want to see what you think where a couple of the coaches are going to go. Like, where do you Harbaugh? Because some people are speculating.
Well,
let's
go to the open jobs.
Yeah.
Let's go to the open jobs. Who do we got?
Tennessee.
Atlanta.
That's a good job. I think Atlanta's a good job.
Oof.
But then you got New York.
So, let's go AFC East. They have 2. Dolphins and Jets.
Yep. No, Jets on fire.
Oh, sorry. Giants.
Yeah, the NFC.
Dolphins.
So just the Dolphins.
And
then you got the NFC East. If you want to go down there, you got the Giants.
Well, I'm looking at AFC North second. You got Baltimore and Cleveland.
Yep.
AFC South, you have Tennessee.
Shitty job. And then
Vegas in the West.
Yep.
NFC East, you got the Giants. NFC North, none. NFC South, Atlanta.
Yep.
And then Arizona in the West. Whew.
Not many. I mean, Tennessee's a bad job.
Yeah, new stadium coming.
Arizona's not the greatest.
I would say Arizona's the worst of them. But Tennessee, you at least hope you have your quarterback.
Yeah.
Arizona, I mean, that's the big thing. Let's talk about the quarterbacks more than coaches. Who freaking knows? Because who knows the relationship? There is no such thing as a bad job in the NFL.
Well, yeah, I mean, because if you look, if you go down the firing jobs, you can list right here. Dolphins, I don't think they have their quarterback situation.
They don't have their quarterback.
So then you go over to Ravens have their quarterback situation.
Ravens have their quarterback.
Browns,
but Lamar has been a little. Well, I don't know what the guarantees left are. That's a question mark.
Yeah, I think he's still got a pretty nice chunk. And what is he, like 29?
Yeah, he's not old.
Let's see.
Lamar Jackson contract.
Let's go to the contracts. Boom, boom, boom. 5-year, 260 in 2023.
Okay, so yeah, he'll be there next year. He'll be there next 2 years. All right. So you got your quarterback. Unless you can work out a trade, which could happen if a new GM or a new coach comes in, he may say, "I want to start over," whatever. But I think the Ravens have their quarterback.
Yeah, I think they'll. The Browns.
They don't have their quarterback.
No, Browns do not. Titans do.
Titans do.
Raiders.
Raiders no.
No. Giants do.
Giants do.
Falcons do.
Falcons.
Penix.
Dude, he's coming off his 3rd ACL.
Oh,
that's a tough situation. That's very, very tough. Third ACL. He's I think I talked about it a month ago, or when that happened.
Yeah, when it happened, yeah.
It's of his last 8 seasons playing football at college and pro, 5 of them have been season-ending. It's like, oh, that's terrible. I feel horrible for that. And 3 ACLs.
But at least, all right, at least you're coming into a situation that you possibly
you got weapons. You got weapons.
Yeah, you have weapons. You could possibly pick up a quarterback to go with all your weapons.
Yeah.
It's not bad to be one quarterback away with a Kirk Cousins possibility there.
You got Robinson. You got Drake London's about to get paid well.
And as long as Pitts plays against the Bucs, he'll be a Super Bowl winning tight end. And then you got the Cardinals who
Mayor Munchkin.
Yeah.
I still think he's pretty good. I'm just interested to see where he ends up going. He's still a starting caliber quarterback when he's healthy.
So what do you think is what is the current best job available right now?
The best job is with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore.
Yeah, so it's Baltimore's number 1.
Baltimore number 1. Number 2.
Would you say Atlanta's number 2?
The quarterback situation doesn't excite me with that much money and Cousins. I would say number 2. Giants.
Giants, yeah.
You're talking about, and you hear people say this all the time, like they're one of the original teams.
Yeah,
the Bears are great. Those jobs are like the sacred jobs. Those are like in the NFL, everybody pays the same, but that's like the Alabama. That's like the Georgia. Those are the blue blood jobs in the NFL where everybody. The NFL is better when those teams are good, just like the Bears. When the Bears are finally good this year, the NFL is better.
Well, when I feel like when the NFC North is good, the Lions, the Bears, the Packers,
which all 4 teams winning record.
Exactly, when that's good. So you got the Giants. Let's just say the top 3. So what would number 3 in your world be? Would you then put the Atlanta, or would you still be feeling Tennessee? Because I'm not even going to put the Raiders. I feel like they're a mess.
They're a train wreck.
The Cardinals are a mess. The Browns are a mess.
I would say Dolphins.
So the Dolphins, okay.
I would say Dolphins, despite I think Tua is only owed one more year of money, and you've been a decent team. Like you haven't been just 3-14.
You're not dog shit.
You're not dog shit.
By the way, you have a really good running back.
Yeah.
You have pretty good wide receivers.
Yeah.
Waddle's
good. Who else they have?
You have your tight ends. He came out. He was injured. Their tight end situation is pretty good. No, Gesicki's on the Bengals now.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, no, that's terrible. I'm an idiot.
No, it's fine. Ashley, I just know Gesicki's gone because Ashley said when she talked to him, he was a complete idiot.
Really?
But yeah, he's a Bengal. He's with your boy Joe Burrow.
Greg Dulcich from Colorado. He's Colorado State, right?
Is that who it is?
Nope, UCLA. Sorry, long hair UCLA.
I was thinking Darren Waller too. Darren Waller.
Waller played and he had some touchdowns. He had 6 touchdowns among his 24 catches.
But yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah. Malik Washington's a guy I like quite a bit. I mean, he was used a ton in the screen game. He's a really good returner. But the Dolphins, any sack guys down there? You got Bradley Chubb. Zach Sealer's a very good player.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take that job over Atlanta right now.
Oof. Yeah, I mean,
actually, no, I won't because I'll take the Bucs division. I'll take Atlanta as number 4.
Oh yeah, because you got to think right now. If you look at
Drake May's got Vrabel and Drake May, you got to play against Patriots and Bills 4 times a year.
Yeah,
that's tougher.
Good luck.
The division. Yep.
So I mean, there you go, right there. Now, are you surprised that Harbaugh was fired?
I heard the grumblings, but it's tough to pull that trigger. But 18 years, it would have been the same with Tomlin, right? Like if they lost that game, I wouldn't have been surprised if they moved on.
So either
him.
one would have been fired. Do you think?
If
Steelers lose,
or a trade, right? You could trade a head coach if you.
Well, I mean, the Bucs did it with Gruden.
Exactly, but yeah. So it's surprising when you move on from a coach who's had so much success, but sometimes you just say, "Hey, it's time. It's time. 18 years or whatever. Let's move on." We thought we had our window. And we've never even made have they even made the AFC Championship with Lamar? I don't think so.
No, I don't think they have.
Yeah,
it's just pretty sad.
Yeah, and Lamar's been a phenomenal quarterback. This was the first year he had some injuries, and obviously he did not run like he has in the past. He's had some. So, But again, we got to look at his age. I didn't see. I think he's 29, like you said.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Henry was still great this year.
Yeah.
Lamar's 28. Well, he had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Lamar Jackson. So,
woo.
Yeah.
I should jump into the playoffs.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to click on this to see what schedule they give us.
2
here.
games Saturday, 3 Sunday, 1 Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
Saturday, first game. Rams-Panthers. Everybody says this is, you got to look at the weather first. We got 70 degrees. Wow. 70 degrees, a little bit cloudy. Everybody in the world's going to take the Rams. They're 10.5-point favorites. Rams win. Panthers cover.
Yeah, take that 10.5. Yeah, the Rams are just too good. Stafford.
Yeah.
And I know you got them
46-8. We got to appreciate Stafford. This is MVP right here. Drake May or Stafford, right? It has to be.
I feel like if you're living in that Northeast bubble, you want Drake May. If you're not living in that Northeast bubble, you want Stafford.
Yeah, but I will say, Patriots 14-3. Those 3 losses are the 3 losses versus 5 is going to be heavily looked at. But every number is in Stafford's favor.
The Rams have a little tougher division.
Yes, they do.
Just a little.
Yeah, they do.
But Rams win big on that one. I agree with you on that one. This one,
I don't think big. I think.
Listen, are they winning by 8 points?
They're not. They're not winning by 10.5 in my opinion.
No. I agree with you.
The Panthers beat them about 6 weeks ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But
in Charlotte, Panthers got the running game, but I think the game planning for McVay. And it's just a better team. They're a better team overall.
In my opinion, in the playoffs, if you can beat them by more than a touchdown, I'm thinking about 7-8 points.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's a big win.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. So all the way Rams. Green Bay at Chicago.
Green Bay for the 3rd time in 6 weeks, right?
Yes. What's the weather on there?
Cold, but not crazy. I think it said 34.
It's not too windy.
34 with a chance of snow.
Oh, okay. And they're
not bad. They're both used to that, yeah. But I like the Bears.
Jordan Love's back.
Yeah, which, by the way, Malik Willis played well in his absence.
Yeah, Bubba's been really sucking off Malik Willis.
Has he?
Yeah. What's your opinion on Malik Willis?
I give him credit because he was a guy that they went, I think the year after they drafted Willis in the 3rd round, they drafted Levis. So he just never really got a chance.
Yeah.
He never really got a chance, and he got traded. I think
for a 6th round pick or 7th round pick to the Packers.
And he sat and he sat there for the last couple of years. But when he's gotten his chance, he's played really, really well. We know the athleticism, but it looks like he's starting to process. And you just never know because at Liberty, he scrambled around a ton, and just like you're talking, going from Liberty to the NFL is a big, big jump. And he's never gotten a chance. And I know people made the joke about it right after he played that really good game a couple weeks ago was, hey, that contract with that 3-year, $66 million with the Jets is going to look good. Which, you signing him to that if you're the Jets?
Yeah, but I wouldn't. That's just me. If I'm Malik Willis, I'm like, I can't go there. That's where it just seems
you're
like
Malik Willis and you get an offer to go start somewhere, you go.
I know, but it's almost like it's a death penalty.
The Jets. Somebody's got to turn it around. But anyway,
ask Justin Fields what he thinks about that.
Justin Fields
or Tyrod Taylor. Well, Justin Fields was a Jet.
Yeah, but Justin Fields, it's just I know. Well,
I'm just saying their quarterbacks this year. Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, that's who played against the Bucs. But Justin Fields should be running the ball 15 times a game, and they wanted to make him a drop back passer. It's not square peg round hole.
It was Green Bay, Chicago. Listen, Green Bay, their defense is not that good. Missing Parsons. Yeah,
that's
Chicago's offense.
And I think
Green
Chicago,
Bay's favorite too, which is crazy because it's in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. But I like the Bears. I like the Bears to win this game. I like Ben Johnson. I do think the Packers have gone down a little bit towards the end of the year. They have not played great football. They lost 6 out of their last 10 after a good start.
The Bears defense is a little struggling, and actually, Big E, who's a Bears fan, said that the Bears D is terrible. So,
look at their last 6 games. That 49ers game, they let up a ton of points.
To your boy Purdy.
Yeah, Noodle Arm. Noodle Arm's playing well. Tuddle Arm's playing well. But the Bears' defense hasn't been atrocious. Not great, but they haven't been atrocious. The Bears have won a lot of football games this year.
Yeah, listen, the Bears have turned it around.
They have in year one under Ben Johnson, and I think everybody knew that, hey, it was all going to be about how Caleb Williams, what type of a leap he takes. And,
well, I think he took like half the sacks he took last year.
Yeah, which is a lot of coaching and a quarterback that's taking the coaching.
And investing in your line. You know?
Yeah, well, they made really good you could see they were building a good team on paper, but you have to have that trigger man and the coach, and they've done it. But I got the Bears winning this game. Bears winning this game. I'm going to say 17-16.
Ooh. Real shit game.
No, it's a great game, man.
No, I'm talking about like a lot of people like score. People like offense. Yeah. People don't like seeing a back and forth kind of thing. People want to see 52-62.
Oh yeah, people like that. I just like good football.
Oh, exactly, and I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see two good coaches battling it back.
Teams that are, like I said, third game in 6 weeks. Whew.
And that's one thing too. Is if you think about it, you want to see good football. You got now coaching staffs that have seen the team so much time that they're coming up with everything new almost just to go out in their third time in a year.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Buffalo, Jacksonville.
I got Buffalo.
Come on, Trevor Lawrence, man. You and Trevor Lawrence almost are identical. You're a little thicker.
Well, thank you.
I mean, he's a little taller.
He's very tall. He's
got
that height.
A little better arm, but
he does have a better arm.
A better physique from you, but
yes.
I mean, you could go off with
better hair from me. I got some natural curl.
Yeah, so
bank account. He's got a little advantage,
just
there.
A little bit. But but Jacksonville, man, they're just dominating.
I did not see a 13-4 season from the Jags coming.
Anybody did.
And look at these last. I mean, what's the win streak now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and a lot of these games haven't even been close.
Yeah, I mean they whooped the Chargers, Cardinals, Titans.
But I think the time is now for Josh Allen, though. I mean, we've been saying that for how many years?
Isn't it time for now Trevor Lawrence too?
Yeah, but they won a ton of games. That's the number one thing as a quarterback, and they got the running game back going again. But Trevor Lawrence hasn't been a spectacular player. They're winning. That's like everyone thinks, oh, it's great. He's playing so good. No, they're winning. They're winning. Like you look at his numbers are not quite as good as they were his second year when they also made the playoffs.
Yeah, he did have a better year than Allen if you look at stats.
But Allen's running can't be overlooked.
No. If you want to just go on straight passing, but I know Josh Allen also doesn't have Cook's a stud.
Cook's a stud, yeah.
Cook is a stud.
Josh Allen had
36, 68,
just over 4K for Trevor Lawrence. But yeah, Cook. So let's do the same thing we just did. Who's got the better offense? The Jags are more well-rounded. I said the Jags.
I was going to say Jags. Jags have better offense.
They do. Josh Allen is. I mean, they do have a good running game with Cook, but so much of their passing game is him running around. So I'm going to go with at quarterback. I still say that advantage.
Josh Allen
is MVP.
You're going to build a team with Josh
Running back, James Cook, yes. But Etienne had a great year. Receiving core, who you got?
I'm going to do Jacksonville. And I'm going to go tight ends at Jacksonville, too.
Yeah? I mean, Myers was a big addition.
Yeah. And I know with the Bills, they have their two-headed monster on the Bills, right? Or what's his name hurt? What's his name get hurt?
Who, Shakir?
No, on the tight end situation.
Oh, their tight ends have been
Kincaid, Kincaid and Knox.
I'm going to say the Jags have better receivers, and then on defense, who's got the better defense? I think Jaguars.
Jaguars do, for sure. Yeah. Which, that's the whole thing is that they can, I feel like the Jags defense could shut down Buffalo, could shut down Josh Allen. Scrambling.
How's the weather? We got
it's in Jacksonville, right?
In Jacksonville, 60 with potential weather, cloudy and lightning potentially.
Who's favorite right now in this?
Buffalo, but I'm taking Buffalo.
You're taking Buffalo?
I am.
51.5?
Over. No, that's not.
No, I think honestly, I think it's gonna be under. I think that one. I think it's gonna be a little lower. I think Jacksonville, it will shut down Buffalo a bit.
I got Buffalo somewhere like 24-21.
Yeah, I agree with you on the score, but I think, unfortunately, I want to see Buffalo actually win it out, coming out of their stadium. I think Buffalo fans are great, but I think Jacksonville got this. I think Trevor Lawrence.
We differ there, so I like it.
San Francisco at Philly.
This is a good matchup. You got Philly, who it's kind of like Philly does respond well to like, hey, you suck, and the old Eagles Nation goes crazy, and then they respond pretty well. 49ers, can you stop McCaffrey and Purdy? And what do you think, Lummy?
And Kittle too.
Kittle's had a really good year, but he's missed a lot of games.
Yeah, but he's back now. He changes the run game for McCaffrey. Yep. Obviously, he changes the pass game for Purdy. I mean, he is one of the best tight ends.
He's a mismatch. Yeah. Size and speed.
Philly, it's hard because Philly, you never know what offense is going to show up.
Yeah, you never do.
Are they going to go heavy with Brown? Are they going to go run heavy? They haven't really gone run heavy. So, like, what team shows up?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's going to be tough to, kind of figure out. I think San Francisco has it.
I agree. I like San Francisco.
What's the weather? 45?
Good weather.
Yeah.
That's really good weather there.
I think San Francisco. Yeah, I think.
I agree.
And they're a 5.5-point underdog.
Yeah. I like San Fran.
Like I think
Noodle Arm gets it done.
Noodle Arm gets it done, and Jalen Hurts goes home.
Yeah.
Chargers at New England. I don't want to like I don't want to like Drake May. I love their coach. I like I like him. I wish he wasn't coaching for the Patriots.
I like Vrabel enough that I like the Patriots because of that, and I like my Patriots. It's not a hate. Patriots annoy me, and even when Brady was there, I liked Brady, but didn't really like the Patriots.
Yeah,
but because again, just Boston teams annoy me.
Exactly. That is 100% what I agree with, and I like Vrabel.
Yeah, I love Vrabel.
And I don't
wish
like
the Bucs had
Vrabel. Oh God, that would have been great. I bet the Titans wish too.
But I do love Harbaugh. I love Harbaugh. I think he's an absolute lunatic.
I like Herbert. I like her. I like the Chargers. I like their players more than I like him.
I got Chargers an upset though.
Chargers. What is the weather on there? It's
another
8 o'clock game in New England.
Good weather. 42.
Yeah. All right.
I got Chargers. upsetting them.
I'm going to agree with you because I'm going to say I'm not. I think this is May's game to not. I think he's going to struggle.
Henderson came on really strong later in the year. Took him a little while to get moving, but then he played really, really well. Chargers, how is their health right now? I think they're healthier than they have been.
I think they got all their wide receivers back. I think everyone's back for the Chargers.
I think you're right. Hampton's back at running back. Yep. You've got at receiver, you got McConkey, who didn't have as big of a year, but how many games did he miss?
I think he missed like 4. Let's see here.
Dante Jackson's a big one. If he can't play, he's a solid starting corner.
So Hampton's back in there. So yeah, I mean, McConkey,
Quentin Johnston.
What did he play?
Keenan Allen. He played in 16 games. He just didn't have as big of a year.
Well, no, because he was nursing his injuries. They didn't put him back in there.
And Gadsden 660. So their top 4 pretty good. Pretty good. McConkey, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston combined for 2,300 yards. And that's a pretty good top 3 if you think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Keenan Allen still can just get open, man.
I think his defense is good, though. So, I mean, it's going to be a good game.
They are. It's going to be a very good game. What's his name on the pass rusher? 13 sacks. Tui. I mean, just call him Tuli.
Tuli. Just
Some of these names I struggle with, but
you didn't learn the Hawaiian Samoan talk.
I'm normally pretty decent at them. I mean, I can read it right now. Tui Pelotu.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't roll off my tongue the way Hushamanzada does.
Yeah, there you go. Or Tucaloga.
Rick Ross.
There.
What did he call him? What did he call him on draft day? I don't even remember.
He like mumbled like
it was great. It was great.
What's your prediction on this game? I know you got the Chargers. What do you got on the spread? Like, what do you got over and under? Vegas has
Under.
got 46.5.
Under.
Under?
I got under on that one.
I think it's going to be. All right.
I've got the under. I like the under. Not Harbaugh, but Jesse Minter's defense. Just going to be just tight. Just everything is just very methodical in the playoffs. Yeah, I think a couple that game especially could go. You might have like a 7-3 game at the half or something like that, and more points in the second half. But I see something like that.
I like the Chargers with the upset. Like I said, I think New England's
I
going
like
to
the Chargers,
and I think it is. I think it is going to probably be the under. I think New England's defense is going to. I think it's going to be a good football. I think it's going to be an overall good football game.
I'm excited about. I mean, the playoff. This is a great weekend tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the Monday nighter. Texans Steelers. We got a great defense in the Texans playing the Steelers, who were just an interesting team.
Those dirty Texans are going to be really going after Aaron Rodgers, though.
They've got the two pass rushers who are absolute studs. Texans defense, has anybody gotten to 20 points on them? Let's just take a look.
Do 20
in the last game of the season, they beat the Colts 38-30.
Yeah, let's not count that though. I mean, you got the Raiders 21.
I didn't see the last week, but I didn't even know Riley Leonard played.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And he played pretty well, apparently. Was a lot of it late? No.
No. But it's the last week. I mean, listen.
I wasn't paying attention to that game at all.
Exactly. Neither were they.
But
if you want to go on 21, you got the Jaguars that scored 29. You got the Raiders that scored 21, but that's whatever. The Jaguars 29. That's about it, right?
Yeah, they held a lot of teams under 20 points, and I think they do. I think the Steelers get. What is the over/under? I didn't even look at it.
Oh fuck! What is it?
38.5.
Yeah.
I just say screw it. Go under.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers don't. They're not going to go put up a shit ton of points. Aaron Rodgers is going to try to manage that game.
Aaron Rodgers might go 42 for 59 for 164.
Exactly. He's going to be dumping that thing
but
off.
They are getting Metcalf back. What's his name? DeKalen?
Yeah.
They are getting DeKalen back, so what an idiot. I've been a big DK fan, but what an idiot. Come on, man.
Way to blow that one.
We didn't even you almost cost your team a spot in the playoffs, and because a guy is what is the heckler's job?
To heckle.
To heckle.
Exactly.
To heckle and to get under your skin.
Listen, man.
But that's not even. I guess they had a history, and he already pissed him off before. But my God,
you look so weak. Listen, the last one was Sunday. We went to the USF basketball game on Sunday, and we bought tickets.
Which game was that? Who'd they play? The game they won big?
No. Their first home game that
UAB?
they lost. Yeah, UAB. Double overtime. Shouldn't have lost. Whatever. So our season tickets are 2 rows behind the bench. There's players out. Ashley was able to. The guy turned around, pretty much was like, "Suck my dick."
Oh yeah.
And then during the game was literally anytime he would shoot, like make it, he'd be like, "Yeah, bitch, what do you get?" Like in the head, and all she told him to do was sit the fuck down because he was standing up, the whole time and just being a dick.
Yeah.
But she was in his head. He looked like such a buffoon and a dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's not DK. I mean, DK is a veteran. You can't look like that.
That was insane. I mean, DK, the Steelers didn't do it, but they could have avoided his whole remaining guarantees.
Yeah, exactly. You could have lost everything.
Everything.
Because some guy, for whatever the fuck he said to you.
He called you your name.
Yeah. I mean, but
of course, the media. Oh well, maybe he called him the N-word.
That's what
I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. They always say whatever it is, just like when Garrett fucking what's his name with the Rudolph.
That doesn't like words unless other than a threat. A threat is one thing, but they're in the crowd. They're in the crowd. Your family's not at risk. You're not at risk. You didn't throw anything at you. That's what the visiting teams are supposed to do. I salute the guy who got the reaction he wanted.
Yeah, he got in your head. He got in his head.
Yeah, he got in his head.
And
it cost him 2 games and almost cost the Steelers a playoff spot. Anyway, I don't know why, but I'm actually going to pick the Steelers. I can't.
Come on, don't you want to see Aaron Rodgers?
I do. I do, but God, the Steelers this year. They can't beat a good team, can they?
No, they can't. The Texans are really good. I mean, do you think – well, let me ask you, do you think Rodgers comes back if they lose?
Yeah.
I feel like Rodgers can't hang it up.
I feel like he knows that – I mean, they still won 10 games with that receiving core. I think the Texans – I cannot take this deal. I want to. but I can't. But yeah, I think he comes back. I think because he's willing to play for what, $10 million.
Yeah, I think
you get another big time receiver, and you got some pieces. Like when you have a quarterback that's willing to play, like Rodgers, we'll still put him right now. We'll still put him in the top 15. Yeah. Just because of game management and all that.
I will. Yeah, he's a smart quarterback.
He's incredibly smart, and you can win. You get $10 million at the quarterback position is rare in the NFL. So he's playing for basically what a rookie does.
And because he's going to lead. He's going to lead. I mean, so you want to go Texans?
I have to go Texans.
Go Texans and under. Do they cover?
I mean,
3 points.
Yeah, Texans cover. I think I've been the Steelers this year. Every time I picked for them, they won or lost. Every time I picked against them, they won. I think that's how it went for me.
So you're going for the. I can't imagine them beating the Texans. I mean,
the Texans can really play defense.
I mean, I think the Texans are one of those teams that are going to surprise people.
I mean, it shouldn't because the Texans were 2-4, right? And now they're 12-5.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were sitting there 2-4, and just look at that. I mean, well, man, they have not lost since an 18-15 game against the Broncos, and look at their losses.
Yeah, that's when Stroud came back, right?
14-9 Rams, 2019 Bucks, 17-10 Jaguars, and then 18-15 Broncos. That. There's an argument that they're the best team in the league.
Oh wait, yeah, the Bucks played them. I totally forgot.
Was that a Monday night or a Thursday?
I think it was a Thursday night game. I totally forgot the Bucks played them.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at that. Yeah. Bucks sitting at home. Wow. All right.
Got a few minutes left. What you want to talk? You want to go back to college? Talk about all the NIL stuff, or what? I mean, what is the? I bet you right now there's been the latest transfer portal stuff. I saw Lagway is now going to Baylor.
Yeah, I'm clicking on the transfer portal here. Top quarterbacks on the move. Probably can't even click on any of this shit.
24/7 generally has the best.
Yeah, we go over to there.
The best stuff. Latest activity.
24/7
anything big?
Sports. I mean, let's see.
Well, let's
transfer portal latest. Sam Levitt. What do you think of Sam Levitt going?
I think LSU wants him. But the very interesting thing is the Damon Williams at Washington. How much you know about that?
Not much.
Damon Williams, really good player for Washington.
Okay.
True sophomore. He signed no more than I think a month ago a deal to make him. It's a $4 million 1-year deal, and he just entered the portal.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I heard about that.
And Washington is saying no. Like you have this contract, we're enforcing it. So his agent just fired him.
His agent fired him?
His agent said it's philosophical differences.
Whoa. All right.
So that's the latest. That's very, very interesting.
Whew. I mean, what is the closing window on this anyhow? When do they got to make
2
the
weeks.
decision?
So I think it was the 2nd to the 16th, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But man, did I was it with you that I called Michael Van Buren?
Yes.
Yeah. I just thought it made sense. I mean, man, he's a guy that he's not going to be LSU's future, but he's pretty good. And man, I'm really excited about that. When USF got Kromanek, I was like, okay. I mean, everyone in the country wanted him 2 years ago, but he hasn't done anything. And when they got Van Buren, I said, man, USF, nice. That's a hell of a get for USF. And now they've, I'm very happy with the guys USF has gotten in the portal. And I think a couple more are probably going to come from Ohio State soon.
Who do you, let's see, 40 commits, USC, man, jeez. USC
40 in the portal?
No. I'm just,
that's
the team,
okay.
Yeah, the recruiting. I mean, USC just looks like they're, because I'm trying to find the portal here. There we go. Penn State transfer. All right. I mean, let me ask you something. With all the people different, I mean, what's your feelings? How do you think that the portal needs to be fixed?
They need to fix the timing. That you can't have the portal happening. That's the biggest thing.
During the playoffs.
During the playoff. You just need to, and what I honestly think, and I have heard a couple people mention this, that as we get to a more NFL model, because that's what it is now. These players are making, on average, these players are averaging around $400,000, right? If you got 85 players for $20+ million, that's, I mean, it's a lot of money. Oh no, yeah. Sorry, not 400. It's 250. But there's no longer going to be spring ball, your spring ball is going to come in the summer.
Really?
And I think that's where it's headed, just like the NFL. They don't when they practice, when they have their OTAs, their actual practices, it comes in the summer. And then you have a little 4-week break, 6-week break, and then you go back for camp. But I think it's just going to be the off-season program is going to be transfer portal. Whenever the playoffs are done, you have your transfer portal, and then you do the off-season program, and then you go to have your practices in the summer. I think that's where they're
So what
headed.
are they going to do in the spring? Are they? I mean, like what? Like a little walkthrough? I mean, are they do anything on spring or no?
I mean that's where you have your player-led stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Your player-led stuff. Yeah. But anyway,
introduction.
it's the portal. It is what it is. Like the teams are going to spend the money, and just like Texas Tech is doing what they do, all the big spenders are spending like crazy. You're not stopping that, but they need to get some. I think there should be more transparency though. I want to know what every single player needs to have their deal listed.
I thought they were supposed to.
It has to be approved through the NCAA, I believe.
Yeah,
but,
I thought everything had to be listed though. But isn't there supposed to be a cap too? But it's not a hard cap.
There's a cap on what the school can pay, the revenue share.
Yeah.
But there's still, and I think I've talked about it here before. There's still, if Lummy's Barbecue wants to pay Michael Van Buren $1 million next year, that doesn't count towards the cap. They can.
They still have a shadiness side of it.
But again, that's been happening in the NFL for years, and we saw it with Kawhi Leonard in his no-show $30 million landscape job, right?
Yeah. yeah.
I mean, I've heard from.
I feel like it's been going on forever. Like
it has.
Greg
it
D,
has.
$20. Thank you, Greg D. #1 sports show around. That's right.
Thank you.
But listen, that's been going. I feel like the shadiness that started before the NIL is still going on with the NIL.
Another very, very interesting thing is that shadiness that was rampant at the big schools was not as rampant it wasn't happening at Duke. It wasn't happening at Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't happening at Northwestern. But those schools have just as much, if not more, in their endowments, and now it's legal. The big businessmen, hey, we can do it legally now. I don't have to sacrifice my morals and risk my real business, my stuff. We can do this real now. So I think those type of schools with these huge endowments, the Northwesterns, the Dukes, the Vanderbilts, they can now be competitive in this landscape. This helps them a lot.
Do you feel like at some point it's going to go to where they got to sign contracts with the schools?
They already are.
No, but I mean like legitimate, like an NFL contract.
Well, I talk about this all the time. So
if you try to get out of it, you can't.
Let's
even
just
play.
who do you want to talk about as a transfer? You want to talk about somebody? You want to talk about Michael Van Buren, what I think he's getting and what I would assign him to?
No, Byron Brown, because they say he's going to have the most like ridiculous NIL.
It's going to be a 1 year, $4-ish million.
Okay.
But he's a 1 year guy, so and I don't know how much of that's going to be. How much of that's going to be among the $20 million from your NIL, from your
But see, that's the
revenue
thing
share?
is it going to be $4 million from the NIL, and he's going to get side deals?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be $2 million from the NIL and $2 million from it's called the rev share. $2 million from the rev share and an additional $2 million from guaranteed from outside sources. So it's only $2 million against the cap. That's what I assume. But I know he's going to be making around $4 million. But anyway, what I'm saying is when we're signing Lummox out of high school, I think there's going to have to be something similar to what NFL. If I'm a GM at USF, I am signing Lummox. However good I think he was, okay, I'm signing him to ice. This is our standard agreement. We sign the freshman to a 3-year, $300,000 deal. You get $80,000 your first year, $100 your second, $120 your third. Right? This is our standard agreement. Now, if you're a 5-star, we're going to offer you more, but this is our standard payment to everybody. We have a
like the draft, like the NFL draft.
Correct. Yeah. Now, if to get these bigger prospects, we're gonna sign you to a 2-year, $1 million deal, $500,000 a year for a big time kid. But also, there might be kids that say, "Hey, I only want a 1-year deal. I want to play as a freshman. I want 1 year," and you have to say, "Well, we don't do that." Or we do that if you're good enough. There's going to be. I think you just have to be very smart and very methodical in how you're going to do it. But that's what I suggest. You sign most of your freshmen to 3-year deals, and if all of a sudden you have a guy on a 3-year deal, 3-year $100,000 a year on average, And after his first year, you say, this guy's going to be a player. Hey, Lummox, you're going to be, we think you're going to be a player. We're going to sign you to a bigger deal to keep you out of the portal in 2 years. We're going to sign you on your second year, and we're going to give you your contract's going to be, you're going to get an extension. Like no different than they do in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And then you would have to decide, no, I'm going to play out these 3 years and hit the portal and see and be a free agent, right?
Good in theory, but I feel like unfortunately, I don't think they can ever make it. It's going to be the Wild Wild West. It's always going to be the Wild Wild West.
These contracts have to be enforced, and
and I feel like there's so many. They're almost scared to try to enforce it.
Well, they just get hung up in litigation for years. Like Miami got sued last year.
Yeah.
The Big Ten uses a template, right? And they signed what's the corner's name? Xavier Lucas. He's from Fort Lauderdale, played well as a freshman for Wisconsin, was on a 2-year deal and went to the portal, was tampered with, signs with Miami, and Miami is getting sued for $10 million for tampering. And Wisconsin is saying, so here's what was interesting there. Wisconsin is saying he was on a 2-year deal. What he did was he dropped out and he went to Miami as a walk-on. He's not paying. Someone is paying that. That's how they got around that. But these cases need to be expedited a little bit. And we need to, again, it needs to be real contracts enforced. You can't go in the portal. You can't be a free agent every year when you're under contract. It just needs to be more like the NFL.
I think that's unfortunately a long way away. I feel like with college, it's going to just keep being, you got your NIL, and it's just going to be shadiness and shadiness and shadiness on the side.
There will.
But it's, at this point, it might as well just be public at it. Why hide it?
It should be. And I think again, that's what it needs to be.
Joey's Barbecue wants to pay me $4 million, and it's not going toward the cap. Well, listen, that's the deal I cut.
Yeah. If my business is doing so well that I either think, I can burn that money, I got that money to waste, or it's going to help my business. Yeah, it's going to help my business.
Like your boy at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Yeah, we have a $20 million cap. Unfortunately, you know what? Guess what? I got $50 million on the side that I'm willing to invest in the program. Exactly.
He gave the softball player $1 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean? So
he cares more. He's got more money and he cares.
Yeah.
I love Cody Campbell.
He flopped his cock out and he said, "Here, this is what I'm doing.
This is what I'm doing." And until you guys make rules, I'm going to play by the rules, and I want to help make rules. But until we do something, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I feel like you got Mark Cuban that he can do it and he's showing it. He is.
Yep. He's not as involved, but he's given the money. Cody Campbell is involved. But I like that.
But I guarantee there's a lot of other millionaires and billionaires that.
There's so much money in this country and so many people from all these different schools
that want to be invested. I mean, look at the Michigan guy.
Yeah.
Whew.
Enjoyed it. See you next week.
Next week, you're back. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. We're back live tomorrow, 6 a.m., and I believe we're going to be back probably next week, Tuesday, Thursday. We'll figure it out. We'll get the schedule down. I'll announce it on the main show. In the meantime, check out Bubba Army Store, Bubba Army Merch, BubbaArmyShop.com. We'll see you in the morning. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Greg.